Hey, it's Michelle Butt, and I'm here with another Ask Me Anything video, and today I am going to be talking to you a little bit about these things. So masks. So everywhere we go in public, for the most part, people are wearing masks. And I had someone ask me the other day, well, can I still use facial intelligence to help me with sales if I am in face-to-face sales? Or how do I, is facial intelligence even still valuable when everybody's wearing masks these days? What can you learn? And so today I thought I'd show you a little bit of what you can learn. So excuse my muffled voice, but I'm going to put on a mask here and show you what you can still see, which isn't a lot of the face, but it is a significant amount of the face. So you can still see hairlines for the most part, especially if people have shorter hair or men, and hairlines give you significant information, especially if you're a coach, about the upbringing and teenage years of that person. You can still see the forehead, so the shape, the size, the proportion of the forehead, the degree to which there are wrinkles or not on the forehead, how those wrinkles show up when people are talking to you or moving their eyebrows, and what happens and what shows up is significant to give you information about that person's mental and emotional state and their potential life experiences. You can definitely see eyebrows, especially if there isn't hair covering it like mine, and eyebrows can give you really good indications of decision-making strategies that people may have, their level of confidence and their level of assuredness. It can tell you, eyebrows tell you about how much that person needs to be dominant, what they're thinking and reasoning is around whether or not they have to win, and negotiating strategies. So all of that can be seen here without looking at the bottom part of the face at all. You can see their eyes, you can see their upper eyelids, which gives you information about how they communicate, how strong they are in communication, how open they are in communication. You can see the under eye area, that waterline where women or people tend to put eyeliner, and that's significant in terms of negotiating strategy and how people see the world in terms of win or win-win. You see the under eye area, so you can see if there's shadowing, if it seems natural or not. That gives you information about that person's potential emotional state. You can see the brow bone, which also tells you about dominance, potential for anger and frustration. Ladies and gentlemen, this part of the face alone gives you so much information that you can use to coach if you're coaching in a scenario where you're out in public, to sell if you're selling in a scenario, even to just learn about someone and know about them beyond what they are saying to you. So if you're just having a coffee with someone, all of this is still valuable information. And today, more than ever, understanding what each of these things mean, each of these features mean, and the information that they're giving to you is really significant, because we don't get to see the rest of somebody's face. You don't see the expressions necessarily I'm making under here. You may, by the way my eyes are moving, be able to, and how my face is moving as you progress with the work, be able to get an idea as to what emotional state or thought pattern is being invoked when I move my features. But again, you're only seeing these, and they give you information about what might be going on under the mask. Now, there's also the space between the eyebrows that gives you information. There's the bridge of the nose that gives you information, and even the top of the nose, whether there's a bump there or not, will give you valuable information about that person and how they do the world, how they do their work in the world, how much control they need, all sorts of things. And if you happen to have people who wear their masks a little bit lower, then you can even see the top of the cheeks, or some people have like the cloth ones that tend to be smaller than these, kind of surgical-ish masks. And the tops of the cheeks will also give you information. So I'm trying to say is that even if you can't see this part of the face, the rest of the face has valuable information for you around how to connect, communicate, build intimacy and convince someone that you are the person to help them, or that you understand them on a much more deeper level, especially when we are forced to hide so much of who we are and how we relate to each other by closing down our view of this part of the face. So more on that to come later, but that's what I wanted to show you today, and to tell you that when you have access to facial intelligence or facial acuity skills, you can really understand someone on a much deeper level, even if they're wearing a mask, so that you can be that go-to person to help them, to connect with them, and to help you help your business grow as well. So that's all for today. I'll see you next time, maybe with a mask, maybe not. Talk to you soon. Bye.